Incredible work by Makio and J-Roses to already have an interactive map for Pokemon Legends ZA. Go follow them, check out Pokeos, but that's it. It looks really small because we've already seen a lot of the locations in the trailers, and we even have information from the demo. This is amazing. So I do want to break it down, but my initial reaction is, wow, the map is tiny, and there's really not much going on with the game, and it just kind of shows how awful Pokemon Legends Z is. But if you end up enjoying the video, don't forget to leave a like, share with your friends, and comment your thoughts down below. So we can even zoom in, check out some of the other stuff. We got the Pokemon Research Lab down at the south. Oh, kind of cool to see how people have put everything together, just looking off of the demo or the little map information that we have inside the trailers. We can also see the mission details on the website. So it starts off by getting your travel bag back. After a long journey, you've arrived in Lumiose City, but a Pokemon named Pancham has ran off with your bag. Chase after it to reclaim your belongings. Escape from the battle zone. The city changes a lot when the sun goes down. Find your way out of this battle zone and retreat to the safety of Hotel Z. What? Oh my god, that sounds so... Like, bro, it's just so bad how they set up this game and how all the elements come together. And then we have these quests, which are awful, like what we see in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Wurmple can evolve? What do Shinx's ears look like? A Pokemon stole your bag. And then, like, yeah, this is just main quest stuff. So I guess by the time you get your bag back, it's late. And then trainers are trying to jump you, and your rivals come and save the day, and you have to learn about the new battle system. It's been one unexpected development after another, but your new life in Lumiose City is off to an exciting start, and then battling in the ZA Royale, so you have to get a ticket, and you have to learn how to progress through all of that stuff. Is there anything else interesting on the map? So, like, a lot of Pokemon Center details coming through, and just trying to get an idea of the size. We're just like, we just run across that really quick, and then we have the center part, and because it's a circle, we can kind of see how big it is. Also, like, watching the trailers. I mean, like, that's an entire zone. And some of these other zones are also just kind of, like, really small and don't seem like they have a lot going on. Also, just a couple Pokemon each. 7 Pokemon here, 5, 6 Pokemon there. Also, some of these zones are just rooftops, but hey, we have the trainer details, which is kind of neat. And yeah, we can kind of see the rest of them that are going to be filled in and stuff. So we have at least a bit large of an area down here. I feel like we've also seen some of the other areas, like this is a rooftop, I believe. Is that this area from the trailer? It kind of seems like it. So there's a lot of little rooftop areas that have wild Pokemon on them. Also, we can look at Area 2 because we go through that gate for the trailer, catch a Budew. But I mean, that just kind of seems to be it. This entire area, you have full view of it. So let's see where Area 2 is on the map. That's the entire plaza over here. So I mean, depends on one of those things like how much you extract it out. But wow, this game's tiny. So despite everything from the trailers and demo being compiled, there's not much more to really see. So we've already seen like half of Lumiose City, and that's kind of it. Wanted to explore the demo part a little bit more. I saw a comment of someone saying that a worker at Pokemon Worlds with the demo said that like 3 people were able to beat the Pidgeotto, but then the person just has another Pokemon that's unknown. So that's cool. It would be nice to see the demo be made available, especially to follow up Worlds and create some kind of hype for Pokemon. It's also weird because we have a different screenshot. So we have a Japanese one with this player that's a little bit different from the demo and shows more Pokemon. So we have real gameplay instead of the scripted demo. Also, we can see the battle points and the currency, which is tracked inside of this, which is actually like really cool. You can see the rewards from the trainer, even though it's just like a little bit of information that was able to be scraped off the demo. And then Pokeos just has a full breakdown of the demo, so let's see if there's any more information to extract out of this. In the wild zone shown on the map, you can preview the Pokemon available in each area. So that just kind of like, it's cool. It's a great feature, but it also kind of shows, man, there's not a lot here. It's like, oh, one zone has just 7 Pokemon, and from what we see, there's just a handful of Pokemon. Average of 6-7 Pokemon were shown per area. Number of wild zones is still unknown. There'll be at least 15 unlocked progressively as the not even, we can't even be open world in the city. What is this? This is what I hate about Pokemon Legends. It just throws away everything that is already established in Pokemon. They break the damage calculations, they break the catching mechanics and battle systems, so that way you can't bring in any prior experience to have proficiency in with this game. You can't just be a good Pokemon player and advance at your own pace, so this is a downgrade from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet after Pokemon Legends Arceus was a downgrade from Pokemon Sword and Shield with DLC. And it also feels like the gameplay is going to be really awful if there's like 20 zones or something, but there's only like 6 to 7 Pokemon in each of them. So now it's just going to be a lot of running around for just a handful of Pokemon in each biome. It would be cool to see like an album of screenshots from this wild zone, because we do have a part from the trailer, so it's not like everything in one place. That's just a nitpick though, and I imagine all of this stuff will come through a lot better. But yeah, like that's great. These are the number of Pokemon, so I guess people were just like checking everything on the map or using the information from the trailer to kind of bring it together. It's like 7 Pokemon in Wild Zone 6, and it's going to be levels 15 through 18, and it's going to be progressive. So we got Bayonet, Ghastly, Haunter, Noibat at night, Beedrill, Pumpkaboo in the day for 15. We don't know the levels. Ugh. And the game doesn't even like start you off in a good place. It's a really boring alleyway for Zone 1 for like Weedle, Fletchling, Mareep, Scatterbug, Bunnelby, Pichu. So that's just stuff we see from the trailer. Key locations, we got the research lab, we got the train station, we got the quest, Pokemon Center, so there's quite a lot of those scattered about. I guess that gameplay is just kind of self-explanatory. I also wonder with the gameplay if it's just going to be one battle zone until you beat it. Like the game goes, oh, you're rank T, so only this battle zone is unlocked, and if you can't clear it and rank up by the time the next nighttime rolls around, it just throws you into the same battle zone. Or if it just like randomly shuffles to another one and then it's like, okay, all the trainers here are going to be rank T, and then we're going to throw in a slightly higher one just in case, because it just randomly starts dropping trainers around. Are you locked into the battle zones? Can you leave and head on over to a Pokemon Center? The daytime gameplay for like catching and running around, gathering Pokemon and resources, that seems like it should play nice with like the Pokemon Centers and stuff, but I still find the gates to be very weird and very not Pokemon. And now that we have demo gameplay, some of the existing information makes a bit more sense, but also seems really awful. As you maneuver through battle zones, stay aware of your surroundings. If you're spotted by an opposing trainer, you'll be thrust into a Pokemon battle, and your Pokemon might be caught off guard, putting you at an immediate disadvantage. So this kind of like shows the system of how alerted someone is, and that was what you could use to try to do something against the Pidgeotto trailer that was in Munching Orange's video. So if it's yellow, they start running over to you, and then you just hide behind some cover. And even if they see your Pokemon, it doesn't start the fight. They have to see you. But if they see you, they just get the advantage. It doesn't seem like you can really start a neutral Pokemon battle. So you just have to gank people. You have to backstab the entire time, or you're just at a disadvantage, which is so broken. And then going back to, is it more than one zone? Because it says, patience is key when competing in a battle zone from dusk till dawn. So like it becomes nighttime, you have to make it to the zone, and then you're just there until daytime. I don't know how the fainting system works from the multi-battles. It seems like we respawn. So then you just gotta keep trying, and you gotta get as many points as possible to get to rank 8. But then how does the promotion match? Can you do like multiple promotion matches in a night? I really hope so, or else that's a lot of days you just have to sit through. Battling your way to the top may sound as simple as Z to A, but in the ZA Royale, it means winning promotion matches. Maybe they just tell us how terrible it is right there. Skilled trainers you face in promotion matches are working towards the same goal as you, and then we also have Corbeau. So I guess at some point it's like, oh, I made it to rank S. Now I have to just, now the story progression is unlocked. I have to beat a pseudo gym leader. And man, this is really detailed. Held items in nature is present, abilities are not present. Here's the information we have on the available moves, and then the moves you can use and their effects. We even have cooldowns, so yeah, you just gotta relearn the entire battle system and how the moves interact. Controls, demo revealed full control scheme for Pokemon Legends ZA. Players can focus on a target with ZL. So like, this also just seems like it's really clunky to play, where you have to press ZL, and then your face buttons turn into the moves. But when that's not the thing, you have your roll and your dash. It's weird that people don't... Well, actually, I guess people can't roll because you have to be selected onto the opposing trainer Pokemon. So we don't see anyone rolling during the regular trainer battles. It's just a dash, and you use that to, like, pseudo-dodge with your Pokemon, and that's how you access the main menu. Send out, call back, select, so the up, down, left, right. Camera, Mega Evolution is going to be an R press, crouching to sneak up and gank trainers, which is still, like, none of this feels like Pokemon. Would be cool to have a couple more details about, like, the cooldowns, the boss battle. Actually, maybe if I refresh the page, it could be there. Not quite. Also, Pokeos giving Cerebi a run for their money with, like, good news updates and more details and screenshots, because Cerebi's, like, been keeping everything close to their chest. It feels that they just, like, do their news updates like, oh yeah, this has been revealed, and then we don't get everything about it, but now we're getting, like, the full press screenshots, more things about Pokemon Champions, just, like, showing everything and making it a lot easier to get a hold of. So kind of lifting the mask off of Cerebi's gatekeeping of news and information. Either way, that's everything we have on the gameplay and map of Pokemon Legends ZA. Comment your thoughts down below. How do you feel about all this? It seems like every time there's more about the game, it just looks objectively worse. It's the worst ARPG released in the last decade, at least. Looking to be one of the worst ARPGs of all time. Instead of re-experiencing the beauty of Kalos, which we only got to do once. We're going back to Kalos. Other games get a remake. We got 1 year of Kalos with Pokemon X and Y, and then we got 2 years of Hoenn for a remake, and now we just don't get to go back to Kalos. Instead, we're locked into a tiny city that doesn't even seem open world after we had the previous main series Pokemon games being open world. And by the way, you can't call this a spinoff. Legends is confirmed main series, which makes all the other mechanics, like collecting Mega Energy to fight, even more nonsense. And now that people have actually played the games, the action elements and battling looks really bad, and the 4-man multi-battle also just doesn't work. But there we go, Pokemon Legends ZA. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.